Hello, all. Welcome to Studio Van Pilates. Today it is August 11th. I'm still having a hard time believing it's really August. It's a mat roller balance class. It's a half hour, so always please take care of yourself. If you have any injuries and limitations, I'll provide some options and variations that hopefully work for you. If they don't, bring them to or place them to the side, bring in your own favorite options and variations. If that doesn't work, take a break, take a stretch, do maybe a different exercise outside the family of exercises that I'm offering up. Main goal is just to take care of yourself. So we'll get started standing, nothing unusual here. And you might, I don't know, my roller is in camera, but I'm not going to use it quite yet. This looks pretty good. All right, so you're going to stand with a functional parallel position of your feet and your legs, feet falling underneath your pelvis in a relative natural way for you. Arms drop down by your side, ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles in relative alignment. From here, on the inhale, just shrug the shoulders up the ears and the shoulder shrug. Exhale, you'll slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears, right, and then exhale, slide them down. Inhaling the shoulders up, and exhale, slide them down, and then inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, slide them down. Shoulder rolls, round the shoulders back, up, round them forward. And back, up, rounding them forward. Back, up, rounding them forward. One more time, and then back, up, round them forward. Keep the arms long, swing the arms back, up and around. This circles any amount for you. Back, up and around. Back, up and around. Last one. Back, up and around. Let's reverse the shoulder circles. So shoulders come forward, draw them up, roll them open. Shoulders come forward, up and around to the back. Forward, up and around to the back. And then forward, up and around the back. We'll do the same thing with long arms. So swing the arms forward, up, back and around. Forward, up, back and around. Forward, up, back and around. Last one. Forward, up, back and around, and just pause here. Let's do a little knee bend. So you're going to keep the feet relatively flat. I don't want the heels to rise up, and just bend the knees and straighten. I'm going to bend and straighten. So I'm not trying to tuck my pelvis under or stick my booty out too far behind me. I'm trying to keep whatever relative neutral spine works for me. And it may not feel very big to you, and that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be very big at all. You know, just moving through this. It's like the pelvis like an elevator going up and down. And then one more here. All right, so I'm gonna add some single arm swings to this movement, and then we'll add some knee bends with that in combination. So we've already done double, we've done forward and back. Let's do a single arm. So right arm swings back, up and forward. Back, up and forward. So you have a choice here as you continue to do this alternating size, keeping the torso relatively stable, or a little bit of torso spiral here, twisting. Or maybe even let the pelvis go, and maybe even let your arms, your head follow your arms, right? So as my arm comes forward, I'm looking away from that arm that's coming forward. You can think of this as also like a swimming stroke, yeah? Then we'll pause on that left one, and then I'm gonna send that right arm back, and then left arm back. So it's like a backstroke. Again, torso stable, torso, a little bit of spiral, pelvis spirals, maybe head goes with the arm this time. So same arm, the gaze goes towards that arm on your same side. Yeah, nice. And then one more time each side. And then we are going to go back to those double arms. So I'm going to add a little knee bend. You can consider it as a gentle knee or gentle bounce of the leg. So I'm going to bend my knees, and then as I straighten, my arms swing back and forward. Bend and up and around. Bend and up around, little suspension there, a little bounce gently. Right, and then let's reverse the circles. So circles come forward and back and around. You can find whatever works. So usually as my arms drop, it's when I bend my knees and then straighten as my arms lift up. One more time and pause. Now we're going to add that arm. So I'm going to swing that arm back, arm drops down, the other arm comes up. So each time my one arm drops, I'm bending the knees, and each time that arm rises up, I'm straightening the legs. Maybe that's too confusing for you. Don't worry about it. Find what works. Adding that little twist if that again works for you. Yeah. And pause. Let's reverse the circles. Arms go back, singly. Yeah. And just breathing through. Yeah, just a little bounce. Adds a little bit of heat into the body and some movement. Might feel fun as well, hopefully. Yeah. And then release. All right. This is coming at the end. I'm just going to do a real quick coverage of this. I'm going to send this right leg back and slight bend in the knee. So a little cross back and coming forward. Left leg back, little bend in the knee and coming forward. And then as we get to the bigger version of this at the end of class, that bigger version may not be your jam today, and this would be your option for that. Yeah. And just, it's like a little step back. Think of it as a mini curtsy. Yeah. We will be doing a larger curtsy lunge, right? And then just end to the left. And then we'll leave that there, shake it out. Let's go ahead and come down to the mat and bring the mat. My mat will have to come back. Your mat's probably set up. I'm going to bring my roller down and we'll get onto the roller lengthwise. And again, I'm going to adjust my camera angle. Yeah, that looks good. All right. So lying down on my roller, tailbone fully supported, head fully supported. Arms are just down by your side. Do a little quick scan of just relative alignment. So just thinking about the thigh bones pointing straight at the hip sockets, heels in line with the sit bones, feet are pointing straight ahead, so functional parallel position with the feet and legs. Center back the tailbone, center back the pelvis connects to the roller, back bottom two ribs connect to the roller. So you're just trying to establish this relative neutral spine, neutral pelvis. From here, let's find a weight into the feet, big toe, pinky toe, heel connection of each foot. Take inventory of where the weight of the hands might fall. This might change from side to side. So it could be pinky, thumb, or center of the palm. I do want you to find weight to the center back of the skull so the chin isn't pointing down towards the chest too much nor up towards the ceiling. So you're just trying to find a good center back of the skull connection there so that the back of the neck has a pretty good natural curve to it for you. All right, from here, for a moment before we start to move again, can you just relax your throat, forehead, jaw, and shoulders as best you can. All right, deep inhale in here, exhale, float both arms up towards the ceiling, palms face each other. Something pretty familiar for most of us. Arms are long, fingertips are just over the shoulders. Arms are parallel. Inhale the fingertips up towards the ceiling, lifting the shoulder blades up and away from the roller. Exhale, up and right back down. As you melt the shoulder blades back down, you might find the inside, the line of the shoulder blades hugging that roller. May or may not happen. Inhale the fingertips up, reaching up and away, and exhale up and back down. Got that 2 more times. Inhaling up, and exhale up and back down. Last one, inhaling up, exhale up and back down. You're gonna alternate sides. So the right arm's gonna float up, same thing that we've just been working on. Leave it there. Left arm floats up, and then right arm melts down, and then left arm melts down. Starting with the left now, left arm up, right arm up, left arm melts, right arm melts, back to the right, right arm up, left arm up, right arm melts, left arm melts, back to the left, left arm up, right arm up, left arm melts, right arm melts. Pause to hold, rotate your palms to face forward, one arm at a time. On the exhale, you're gonna reach this right arm back, keep the ribs dropping down, shoulder away from the ear. Inhale that arm right back up. Exhale, drop the ribs, scoop the belly, left arm pushes back, ribs drop down, shoulder away. Inhale right back up. One more time each side, the right arm reaches back. Exhale it back. Inhale right back up, and then exhale, left arm reaches back, exhale it back. Inhale right back up. To pause from here on the exhale, both arms reach back. Inhale the arms right back up, and then exhale, sending both arms back. Range of motion might be different here, that's fine, just work with it. Inhale the arms right back up 2 more times, exhale, reaching both arms back. And then inhale right back up, and then exhale, reaching both arms back. Inhale right back up, you'll pause, and then exhale, both arms can come forward and down onto the mat for your side. So we're gonna move on to the legs now, so you can keep both arms onto the mat or hands on the mat. If it's available to you, if you feel like you have enough range of motion or length of arm, you can bend your elbow or bend at the elbow so the forearm's off the mat. That'll just give you less space and support to challenge you to bounce a little bit. Otherwise, just keep your arms down with the mat, it's really fine. From here, you're gonna take a deep inhale and exhale, flip the right leg to tabletop. Yeah, inhale to hold it, and exhale, face the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg flips up, tabletop, bouncing strong. Inhale in here, exhale, face the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, right leg flips up. Inhale to hold it, exhale, face the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg flips up. Inhale to hold, and then exhale, face the foot back down. Deep inhale in here, exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop. You're gonna leave the leg there. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg. So both legs are up, jump to point the feet. Keep the shape of the legs fairly constant. On the exhale, you're gonna reach the right toe down toward the mat, hinge from your thigh without bending your knee anymore. Inhale that leg right back up. Exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale it up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up, and then exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. That's it for right there. Now flex your feet strongly. Exhale, extend both legs up towards the ceiling. Long legs. Bring the legs back to tabletop. Exhale, extend both legs up. And bring it back to tabletop. 2 more times. Extend both legs up. And back to tabletop. And extend both legs up. Now can you keep the legs there for a moment? Lifting those legs. And if the knees need to be slightly bent, it's fine. Then legs back to tabletop. Right foot back down first. Follow by the left. Both feet come back down. If the forearms are up, please place them down. You need to roll anything out and shake anything out. It's a good time to do it. And then find yourself back to the center of the roller. Interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull, point the elbows slightly forward. Keeping the pelvis relatively stable, take a deep inhale and exhale, nod the head around the spine up to your bone cord, looking towards your belly, thighs, or knees. Inhale, hold, and then exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale, nod the head around the spine up, abdominal curl, nothing too big. Inhale to hold, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale again, nod the head around the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale again, nod the head around the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold. And exhale, coming right back down. That's when we stay up. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, round your step up to that abdominal curl to pause. From your torso, take a deep inhale in here, exhale, turn the torso towards the right, spiral, come back to center. Exhale, spiral towards the left. Yeah, and center. Turn the torso towards the right, and center. Turn the torso towards the left. And center, last set, turn the torso towards the right, and center, and then turn the torso towards the left. And then center, pause here, round up 1 more inch, and then round yourself all the way back down. Keep the handspring on the skull for a moment. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head around the spine of abdominal curl. Release your right arm, press it over the left side of the body. You've got 8 pulses up in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand being on the skull, left hand releases over to the right. We've got 8 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand being on the skull. Keep up here. Now you're going to let your knees open up. You might be on the sides of the feet, little diamond shape here. Release the hands through the diamond shape. 8 pulses, 3, 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach. Hands behind the skull. Stamp those feet back down. Round your torso all the way back down. And place your arms back onto the mat for a moment. Look right, look left. Maybe shake it out. Maybe pull it out a little bit. All options on the table. All right. From here, we're going to go right into our balance. So you're going to float both arms up to the ceiling. Remember, you have a heel lift or toe taps beneath them. Yeah. From here, take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you're going to flip the right leg to tabletop. Otherwise, it's a heel lift or a toe tap. And then you're going to place that foot back down. Inhale in here. Exhale, left leg flips up. Inhale to hold it, and then exhale, push it back down. So you can stick with that. Otherwise, you can move on to this next option or variation. Exhale, right leg floats up. Now you're going to keep the shape of the leg. We've done this already, but now both arms are up. You're going to reach the toe down and bring it up in that tabletop knee bent position. One more time, reach the toe down, bring up a little bit of movement there, and then place the foot back down. Left leg floats up. Again, you go back to heel lift, toe tap, or maybe even just fold the tabletop instead. You're ready to move that leg and toe tap down and bring it up, and toe tap down and bring it up just twice. And then pause and place the foot back down. You can stick with all that if that works for you. Otherwise, move on with me if you like. Right leg close up to tabletop. Now we're going to go for that toe tap down. Bring it up. Now, can you stretch the leg directly forward and bring it back in? Again, toe tap down that leg, bring it up. Send the leg directly forward, bring it right back, and place the foot back down. Pause. We go for the left. Again, any options that work for you. Left leg floats up. We go for that toe tap down and bring it up. And left leg drifts forward and bring it back in. And again, toe tap down, bring it up, and then send that leg directly forward, bring it back, pause and place the foot back down. And then both arms can come forward and down onto the mat by your side. Here's where you can rock back and forth in the roller. So keeping your arms and legs where they're at, it's fine. Hips go one way, head goes the other way. If you want it a little bit bigger, just open up your arms and legs a little bit more. You get a little bit more surface back body here, getting that release. To get the largest of the surface of the back of the body, you lift up one arm and one leg the way that you're drifting away from, the way that you're looking towards, and that will give you more shoulder blade, more glute and side glute. Yeah, depends on what works for you. Sometimes it feels like it's too much for people. So find the size that works for you or the variation that works for you. All right, and then you're gonna find yourself back to that center line. Using your arms and legs, you're gonna roll up to one side of the roller, finding yourself back into the mat for a moment. Right. I'm gonna give you a moment here to hug the knees into your chest. Yeah, and that could be one leg at a time. It could be both legs. Maybe you're doing a little froggy. It can also be onto mat, constructive rest, or even figure four. Wherever you're at, I want you to find the roller and place the roller perpendicular to your body, so hands to the outside of that roller, put the arms up to the ceiling. Go ahead and imprint your spine right into the chest, foot over the left knee. So both knees are in. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round up to your bell curl. Once you're there, keep the torso stable. Keep the right knee in, send the left leg out long. Legs will move only. You're gonna switch, switch, and switch. Just add the breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, and in, X, X, and in, X, X, and in, exhale, exhale, both knees in, roll your stuff down, you look right, look left. Right. Hands back to the outside of the roller, flip the arms up for the ceiling, back is still imprinted, right knee in, left knee in, deep inhale in here, exhale, round up to your bone, curl, keep the legs in parallel, but extend them up towards the ceiling, any amount for you. You're gonna take this right leg, you're gonna drop it down, any amount, could be just quarter of an inch and bring it right back up. Exhale, left leg down. So it doesn't have to drop as far as mine does. Bring it back up. Might just be a little bit and bring it up. And left. And up. And right. And up. Maybe it's only halfway down. And up. And right. And up. And then left. And up. Pause here. Roll up 2 more inches. Round yourself down. Bend the knees, feet flat. Take a moment. Catch your breath. Look right, look left. There it is, hands to the outside of that roller again. Flip the arms up towards the ceiling. Right knee into the chest, fall over the left knee. Deep inhale in here, back is imprinted. Roll up to your bone, curl on the exhale. Keep the right knee there, send the left leg out long. Do a twist. And you take this left arm, draw it towards your right knee. Right armpit towards left knee, excuse me. Inhale in here, and then switch it. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Let's switch sides once. Hold here for the inhale, hold for the exhale, hold for the inhale, hold for the exhale, switch sides. Inhale, hold, inhale, hold, switch. Inhale, hold, inhale, hold, switch. Inhale, hold, inhale, hold. Hug the knees in, roll your stuff down, take a moment, look right, look left, take any release that you might like to do here. We are moving on to full bridges. So some of us may not want to use the roller here. That's fine, just place it to the side. You can do everything that we do with feet flat. So if you choose to use the roller, you can place the roller underneath the triangle of your knees. And then you place your feet on the roller. All of us have the option of keeping arms down with the mat by your side. You can even bend your elbows here. So now it's really good to say that. That takes it a little bit arm surface away, so you get less surface area. Or you can put the arms up towards the ceiling. So each of those will provide a different feeling for you. Your range or your pathway up to your bridge is up to you. So it could be rolling up or flat back up. I usually do an articulated bridge or rolling up and rolling down. You can also do a combination of each. Try to find the center line of the body. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up. Find your pathway up, standing equally in the both feet the best you can, balancing your shoulder blades. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Find that pathway through the center. Inhale and exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, find your bridge. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Try to stay in the center line. A reminder for me as well, yeah. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, scoop, curl, float yourself up. I know I like to drift to the left a little bit, let my right leg take over. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Here we go, I'm gonna hold this next one. Deep inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, float yourself up, pause. You're gonna come down 1 or 2 inches from your pelvis, you're gonna press it up for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top, come all the way down. Deep inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, find your bridge again. Yeah, and you're gonna keep the hips level and even. Exhale, right leg close to tabletop. Inhale it back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale down. Exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale down. One more side each side. Right leg floats. Inhale down. Exhale, left leg floats. Inhale down, pause here, a little bit of endurance, put the hips up a little bit higher. Right leg goes back to tabletop. Extend that right leg up. Right leg reaches down to the high extending left leg. You flex your foot and point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up one more time. Flex the foot down, point the foot up, pause, bring the leg back to tabletop, foot goes back down, put the hips up higher, left leg tabletop, send the left leg up. Left leg reaches down, flexing the foot, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up, last one. Flex the foot down, point the foot up, pause, bring the leg back to tabletop, foot goes back down, put the hips up a little bit higher, come down. And then you can roll forward with those legs. Maybe internal, external rotation, maybe rocking only calves out, maybe going right to the backs of the thighs. All options are available to you. Do all of those, or maybe just full collapse instead. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna stick the roller underneath their legs, but you're gonna bend your knees. So sometimes this roller doesn't work well with everyone because we're gonna place it at the tailbone back center of the pelvis. So we have a couple of couch pillows, throw pillows, you do that, folded up towel. You can even use your hands underneath your pelvis. Hands underneath the pelvis, maybe a towel, you might need to find your range of motion smaller. With the roller, you're gonna float your pelvis up and place the roller underneath the center back of your pelvis. And you're gonna wanna hold on to the edge of the roller. Now, if you have a small ball, like a 9-inch ball, maybe even a 12 to 15-inch ball, you can certainly use that. The ball might move a little bit, so you might need to hold onto the ball. Here we go. So we have to center back the pelvis onto whatever surface we're using. Draw the right knee in, followed by the left knee. And then I want you to extend your legs up towards the ceiling. And then you're gonna turn the legs out, drop the legs down to about a 45-degree angle, and then you're gonna froggy in and press out. So you're gonna bend the knees, heels together the best you can. Legs will be turned out. That angle is gonna be up to you. So your angle might be lower or higher than mine. Lower would mean probably you're a little bit higher, elevated with a roller or something else. If your leg's gonna go higher, that means your pelvis isn't as high off the mat, and that's fine. But maybe you are going lower, I don't know. From here, I want you to press the legs out nice and long. Now, you're gonna drop the legs, wide circle out and around. So you're gonna make these little circles. Sometimes we think about them 2 big Ds, yeah. And as you do this, you try to keep your pelvis and spine relatively stable. One more time in this direction, and that wide is relative to where you're at. Pull the legs down for a moment today. Pull the legs right back up, wide circle out and around, and come back. Wide circle out and around, and come back. Wide circle out and around, come back 2 more times. Up and out and around, last one. Up, out and around. Bring it right back up, pause. Now, bring the legs parallel. Let the knees fold into your chest. I want to take this right leg, I'm going to send it down towards the mat as the left knee pulls back towards my chest and lengthen out both legs to a split. And then I'm going to swing one leg up and the other leg down. I'm going to go for a bicycle in whatever direction makes sense for me here, right? So, and maybe as my leg reaches down towards the mat, I might graze my toe on the mat, but maybe not. It depends on how open your hip flexor is, how available that is to you. It may not be available. Sometimes it's available to me, sometimes it's not, right? Let's reverse the circle to go in the other direction. So these are bicycles, and again, your toe may or may not graze the mat. The other thing I like you to think about is the leg that goes up towards the ceiling. How long can that be? A lot of times we shorten it, but can we really stretch the both legs a bit long at some point so we get that kind of split action? And then you're gonna find both legs up, allow the knees to fold into the chest. If you're on the roller, use your hands to press the roller away. Don't let your pelvis just crash the mat. If you're on a roller, or sorry, on a folded up towel, ball, your hands just slide from underneath you. Or if you're in a pillow, just roll to your side and take that prop away. All right. You're still with me with that roller. You're going to take the roller into your hands. We have one transition here. Legs will be nice and long. Flex the feet. Reach the arms up. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, you'll nod the head around the spine and run yourself up. Now, if this is not available to you, you can just roll to your side, come to sitting, or maybe dish the roller and just hug the knees into your chest. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead and have the roller in front of us, transitioning onto your belly, center the forearms on the roller. All right. Palms face each other, forehead down to the mat as long as that works for you. Remember, your arms are elevated, so sometimes that's too much for the neck. So you can float the head in line with the spine that works best for you. That's fine. Find a position that works. Legs can be parallel, turned out, separated, or together, or some sort of combination of both, or all of those. So I'm going to do turn out, slight separation that works best for my body. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, I want you to pull the roller towards you to float the head and upper spine up. So front bottom ribs remain connected to the mat. Front bottom two ribs, yeah? So working best we can with upper back extension. Inhale in here, exhale, rolling yourself back down. Will the lower back kick in? For sure. Inhale in here, exhale again, pull the roller towards you to float the head and upper spine up. Even though the lower back is working, I do want some upper back kicking in as well. Mostly if we can. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. We got this 2 more times. Inhale and exhale, pull that roller towards you to float the head and upper spine up. Taking a peek over that roller. Inhale in here, exhale, rolling yourself back down. Now on this last one here, I want you to hold. Exhale, pull that roller towards you, flip the head and up, spine up. Now pause. One arm, one leg at a time. So you're gonna flip the right arm up only, place it back down, and it can be any amount. Left arm up and down. Right leg kicks up and away, long leg and down. Left leg kicks up and away, long leg back down. Roll your torso back down. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, I'm gonna pull that roller towards you as you float your head and up, spine up. Now, one arm, one leg lift. So right arm, left leg, and down. Left arm, right leg, and down. Right arm and left, and down. Left arm and right, and down. Pause here, and then round yourself all the way down. Now, you can always keep your head down here, but if you can, pull that roller towards you, put the head up, spine up, pause here. All we can do is lift the lower legs up and just take tiny swimming legs from the glutes and the thighs. Now you can stay here. You also bring your torso down. But if you're ready and willing to join me with this little action, keep swimming the legs, roll your torso back down, roller comes forward, pull the roller towards you, flip the head and upper spine up as you keep swimming. And roll yourself down and roll yourself up, keep swimming. It's like you're in a dolphin cresting the waves as you dive back under, so you're in a pod of dolphins. I don't know, maybe if that works for you. Keep swimming, coming up and down. Otherwise, you just keep the torso down. You can ditch the roller if that's too much today. A couple more sets here. Keep swimming up and down. This will be our last one. We're gonna come up, we come down, pause, relax the legs, let the roller go. Yeah, that'll be enough, I think, for the roller today. And then you're gonna press yourself into a rest pose. It could be a child's pose, cat pose, seated pose, something that works for you. Something round for your back, because we just extended your spine. Yeah. Good, and then you can roll up to the base of the spine one vertebra at a time. The head's gonna be the last to rise, so just float down the back, chin becomes parallel to the ground. And I'm gonna work your stuff up to standing. So I'm gonna kind of speed through this a little bit, because we're running out of time. Let's see, I'm gonna make sure I don't trip on my roller. So I'm gonna kind of just give a preamble in the front here. Do a wider stance of the legs for squats. We'll start off in squats. And then we're gonna go to your range of motion for your curtsy lunge, each side. And then we'll squat down, and then we're gonna bring toe to knee, squat, toe to knee. And then I'm gonna do the opposite left leg back for that curtsy squat. But first, let's do 5 wideish leg squats. I'll just keep forward. There'll be a slight hip hinge, arms reach forward. You're gonna find the biggest range of motion that works for you. Deep inhale in here, exhale, slide down, knees track it with the second, third toes, belly in and stand up. There's 1. We're gonna squat down. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And here's 5. And you might find that this is too wide, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and reach this right leg back. I'm gonna go for that curtsy lunge and stand up. Left leg back, curtsy lunge. And I go back for my wide squat. As I stand up, flamingo, turned out, and down, flamingo, turned out, and down. And I think this works better if you squat down, come right back up, left leg back, curtsy, and up, right leg back, curtsy. This is a short set, coming back in, and we'll squat, left toe to knee, turned out. Oh, I almost fell over. Squat down, right toe to knee. We'll squat down and then stand all the way back up. That's all we have time for that. All right, so I'm gonna go to full arm, straight arm plank. Yeah, you can come to forearm plank, but you might find that everything that I offer up may or may not work for you. So the choreography might not work. So find what works. My roller really wants to be close to me. I keep kicking away. So let's stand to the end of the mat. I know you can't see my head, you'll see it in a second. Reach your arms up. You're gonna dive yourself forward. You're gonna place your hands on the floor. You might bend your knees, you can feel like straight, but find a downward dog first. Yeah, downward dog first. The piked hips. Then you're gonna come forward to your plank. You might also find that you need to adjust wherever your hands or feet are at. Find your plank. From your plank, I want you to bend your knees, then pike the hips up for downward dog. This might be a little bit wider downward dog from hands to feet than you're used to. Coming forward, you're gonna crouch, bend, booty down towards the heels, pike the hips up. We got that one more time. Coming forward, plank, bend the knees, booty towards the heels, and then pike up. Now from here, we're gonna do this one leg. If the one leg doesn't work for you, stick with both feet. Reach that right leg up. Come forward into your plank. You're gonna keep that right leg up. You're gonna bend the left knee, crouch, find your downward dog, send that leg up. Float forward to your plank. Bend both knees, even though that right leg is up. Send that right leg up as you come to that downward dog. Now hold here, place that right foot back down. We go to the left leg floats up. Come forward into your plank. You're gonna bend both knees, even though you keep that left foot up. Pike the hips up. Left leg is up, coming forward. Bend both knees, send that leg up. And then hold here, place that left foot back down, come forward into your plank. We hold here only for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently place those knees down. You're gonna either find a rest pose that works for you. Child's pose, cat pose, seated pose. Maybe even sit into a chair if that works. Deep inhale here, exhale, walk the hands over to the right, stretching out the left of the waist and the ribs. Walk the hands back to the center line. Walk the hands over to the left, stretching out the right side of the waist and the ribs there. And then bring your hands back to the center and then widen the stance of your hands here. Press the hands on the floor. You're in child's pose, booty will reach towards the heels. Cat pose, lower and upper spine will reach towards the ceiling. Seated pose, where they're on your heels, sitting in a chair, and place your hands on your thighs. You just rock behind your sit bones a little bit. And then wherever you're at, deep inhale in here, exhale, roll yourself back up to an upright position. So some of us will be able to sit onto your heels, some of us might not. You might need to come onto your knees, you might even come to a chair, or even come to standing, it's fine. Find an upright torso position, looking straight ahead, inhaling to the sides and back to the ribs. Exhale, just draw the navel up and in gently, elongate the spine to the crown of the head to the ceiling. Inhaling again to the sides and the back. Exhale, just draw the navel up and in gently, elongate the spine to the crown of the head to the ceiling. Next, inhale, shrug the shoulders up the ears. In a natural, gentle way, as you exhale, allow the shoulders to drift away as you draw your navel up and in. Elongate the spine to the crown of the head through the ceiling. You're gonna come onto your knees here if you're not already there. And you're gonna curl your toes under if you're ready. So I'm gonna bring my left leg forward. You can bring whatever leg forward you like. So we're in this 90-90 lunge. Hands can go under the thighs, they can go to a wall, they can go to a prop, maybe a roller or a chair, or drop your arms down by the sides, send the weight forward to that front foot, stand all the way up, bring the other foot next to it, sitting up nice and tall, try not to lock into the knees, tone the glutes or anything. So the glutes are lightly engaged just to stand up, right? I'm not trying to press my pelvis forward. Drop the arms down by your side. And just deep inhale in here, exhale, gently pull that belly up and in and to your tallest posture. That works today. All right, so that's it. Very good. I'm gonna stop the recording. Thanks for joining me, as always. I always appreciate it. Stopping.